Alright, now they got it set up the way I was explaining it. It's tight, there's pressure on it, the wood is right across the beam where I want it. There's my lift point. Everything's in a nice straight line down the strongest part. Everything's tight, it's not going to move nowhere. So then what you want to do is you want to give it maybe 1 or 2 cranks just to lift a slight, super slight amount of weight off the car, or I mean off the tires. That's the next step. So I'll give it like 2.5, 3 cranks. Like so. This is how my jack comes, like this. Everybody's jack will be a little bit different, but a little bit the same, if that makes any sense. And before you start lifting the tire up, what you want to do is you want to loosen all your lug nuts. All of these nuts, you want to loosen them all. It doesn't matter really in what order you take them off. Some people will tell you it does matter. And it kind of really doesn't matter. It doesn't. It's insignificant. Putting them on is a different story. But taking them off, it doesn't really matter. Now what I do is I leave the top one, most top one, and most bottom one on until the last 2 that I take off. Because when the tire comes off, it'll have a tendency to kick out like that and fall off. So by keeping these 2 in, I can slowly take this one out and this one out, so if the tire does start to kick out, it walks itself out slowly and level, and then it's much more manageable when you kind of take the last 2 bolts off and you're ready for it. The tire comes off nice, you roll it off to the side, you go in your trunk, you get your other one, and you do everything that I'm going to continue to show you in reverse order, except for putting the bolts on. I'll show you how to do that. So that's where we're at now. And see you in a minute.